Hey guys, Chicken Bro here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a spring lock failure story. This is going to be going up to now with Scrap Trap. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And this will not be with any pictures because I'll be honest, I suck at drawing spring trap, but I'm really good at drawing Scrap Trap. So you guys will just be staring into eternal darkness while I tell you the story. And this is completely in my mind. This is from you-know-who, Scott Cawthon. I got the idea from him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now let's get into the video. The owner of Fredbear's Diner, Chapter 1. Well, I'm William Afton, the owner of Fredbear's Family Diner. I worked there for years, yeah, but ever since my son, Michael, got bit at the bite of 83, I have been working on a new project to bring new animatronics. My first model might be an animatronic called Circus Baby. I hope my other two childs don't get missing, Elizabeth and Terrence. Terrence was the one that caused the bite. He was the one that shoved Michael into Fredbear's mouth, saying you wanted to give him a kiss. Dang kid, he should be arrested for what he done to my youngest son. Chapter 2. The Plan. A week later, William finished the Circus Baby animatronic. He just needed to put in the right voice box. Almost done, just need to find Circus Baby's voice box. I checked in our can of voice boxes, and I seen an old Fredbear scratched up voice box. When I put it in the player, it sounded like a girl's voice box. It didn't sound correctly as I wanted it to, so I put it to the side. For some odd reason, I could not find any Chica or Bonnet or any girl voices. I couldn't find no girl voices, so Fredbear, you have to go into Circus Baby. I put it in and I programmed it to say, "Hi kids, would you like to watch me do a balloon?" And I played it, and this is what it sounded like. Kids, wanted me a balloon? It sounded really off. I looked one more time and I could find a Chica voice. I put it in. It sounded like, "Hi kids, would you like some pizza? I quickly changed the voice box to balloons. So this is what it sounded like. "Hi kids, would you want some balloons?" I was pretty proud of it. Wasn't upset. I finally installed it. I forgot the youngest of our kids, Elizabeth, was there. She seen Circus Baby and she heard me talking, "This is all going to be for her." And then she said, "Daddy, why won't you let me play with her? She can do balloons." Chapter 3. The Disappearance of Elizabeth. As soon as I looked, I said, "Elizabeth, come back. Do you want to get some ice cream?" And then when I turned the corner to go check on Circus Baby, I seen a frightening sight. Circus Baby screamed and pulled Elizabeth into her chest. I kept on hearing banging, banging, and then I forgot. I put spring locks in there. 2 seconds later, I heard blood coming out. Must have not been good. I tried to stop it, but our stupid model wouldn't let me open up the chest. I'm sorry guys if I scare you, because I just scared myself. Yeah, back to the video. I said to myself, why? First one, now I have to live with two. I quickly calmed down and I said in my mind, it's okay, William. You can make this work. You still have two sons, but you lost one daughter. Michael was still in the hospital recovering from the Fredbear bite. And then it hit me. If my kids start disappearing, other kids are going to start disappearing. I think we're on chapter 5. Yeah, chapter 5. Chapter 5. The disappearances of different children. And guys, please, if any parents are watching, please don't blame this on me, because this is actually how it happened in Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, let me get into it. I started to make a new spring Bonnie suit. Being honest, it looked kind of better than the first one that I made. I didn't program it with spring locks. My daughter already knew what happened if I would do with spring locks. I threw the old one into the safe room in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Put on the new one, and I started saying, "Hi kids, do you want to follow me and have some cake?" And they were pretty smart. They said, or my mommy or daddy said, don't trust strangers. And I said, well, I'm no stranger, kids. I'm Spring Bonnie. Majority of them weren't even old enough to know me, so they just quickly followed me and said, I never heard about a Spring Bonnie animatronic. Then some people said, oh yeah, I remember Spring Bonnie. He performed when I was a kid. I brought him to the safe room. You guys know what happened from there. I think the Elizabeth stuff was already too far, so I'm not going to explain what happened to 5 other kids. And then it felt kind of better. I felt like Elizabeth was right next to me laughing. As soon as I looked behind me, I seen that circus thing. I quickly threw it out and destroyed it. I cut off its arm. I pierced its lips, so it looked like an ugly, mummified doll. I threw it in a back alley to left it to rot. I cut off its legs. Oh, guys, just to let you know, this is a circus baby, not the kids. It hit a giant brick wall, sending it to the voice box. The voice box would come out. Now, what should I do with that Freddy? Chapter 6, beginning the disappearing of the old animatronics. I ripped apart that Freddy. He didn't do anything wrong. I just wanted to do it for fun, so it could end up like its friend, Baby. I should call that thing a demon. Then kill my... Nope, don't think about it. William, you can do it. I walked up, I ripped the face off, I pierced it with my axe, went through the metal of it, and it left it with huge dented marks. I set it on fire, and most of the stuff came off. I threw away the body into the back alley, and I put it... No, erase that back alley part. I grabbed the body, threw it in the parts and service room, so it can be used for spare parts. Bon is in the parts and service room with him. Yeah, William may seem evil and all, but guys, this is not part of the video. But come on, he cannot throw away Bon. Okay. He seen the old Spring Bonnie suit, and he said, hello, friend. He told the Freddy Fazbear Pizza animatronics to follow him. He destroyed them. He went, and then before he knew it, he was laughing. The spirits of the animatronics came to haunt him, the killer, and William William thought he went into the new spring Bonnie suit, but he actually went to the spring lock suit. When the spirits got in, he started laughing like he was a maniac. Then a stone from the ceiling fell into the spring lock. It crushed. The spring lock's activated. He started to get cuts and bruises everywhere, screaming, going, someone, ah! And once again, I'm not trying to scare you guys, but this is actually what happened, so blame Scott, don't blame me. He started to say, someone, when he didn't even realize it was 12 at night. No one can hear him screaming for someone to help him. Chapter 7, 30 years later. William woke up in a new place that he never built. He looked at himself and he did not like the new look. He was a green, rotting spring Bonnie. He's been missing an ear. He's been missing feet with endo feet. He hated his new look. He found a nearby mirror and he tried to open up the spring Bonnie suit. Or the head. When he did that, he seen the most ugliest thing you can ever see. He's seen a head, not human skin, full red, the eyes that looked scared. He realized it was 6 a.m. He passed out on the floor. He came back the next day with, no, it can't be. He found one of the old robots that were in his establishment. He tried to bump it, but he just walked through it. He thought to himself in his empty mind, didn't I destroy you? The thing said, no, we're haunting you. You shouldn't have done what you did 30 years ago. He screamed, 30 years ago? And then all the phantom animatronics appeared saying, yes, you've been passed out for 30 years, being brought to this establishment. And then he's like, oh no. Passed out. He passed out for a few more nights, trying to get to the night guard, but by the last night, a huge fire happened. William Afton was forced into a tiny corner. Rocks fell everywhere. Couldn't escape, more withered than ever. I think we're on chapter 8 or chapter 7, so I'm going to say chapter 7. Chapter 7, The Great Escape. He woke up 3 days later. He looked at himself. He did not look red. He opened up his jaw because he seen a pane of glass. He didn't have that red human body. He's been burned to the bone. Black marks everywhere, and he's been a pale human living inside an animatronic. He was a literal skeleton. He tried to feel his head. He had a ginormous crack. He looked at his feet. For some reason, he had new feet. He did not have his endo feet. I think an animatronic might have fallen on his feet and then a rock might have crushed it. He's missing an arm, and when he looked at his arm, he seen a bone sticking out, a sharp bone. Looked at his fingers, bone. He tried to look for an escape plan, and then behind him was a vent. Lots of times he went through the vent and there was blocked off, and because it was the outside, he said to himself, hope this works. He crawled through the vent and he had to push his way out. He came out into the open. Chapter 8, Meeting Up with the Afton Family. After he busted out of that joint, he went into this place where he seen the baby animatronic, and it was not possessed by a complete random spirit. It was possessed by his daughter. And he said, "Elizabeth, is that you?" And Circus Baby said, "How do you know my name?" And he said, "Elizabeth, I am your father." And then she said, "If you're my father, prove it. What's your favorite color?" "Purple." "What did you work out? What did I die from?" Circus Baby. "What is your name?" "William, last name Afton." "What is my last name?" "Afton." "Oh, you are my dad." "Where's Terrence and Michael?" "I don't know what happened to Michael, but I don't think it's good." Suddenly, Ennard with that Funtime Freddy had appeared and sang, "Father, it's me, Michael." And then he's like, "Okay, where's Terrence?" Terrence wasn't nowhere to be seen, and he said, "Oh, Terrence isn't here. He hasn't joined the party yet." Chapter 9. Into the new facility. They found an alleyway and they found a tunnel. They crawled through the tunnel, or an air duct, and they came out. They seen like 80s animatronics. They had stars on them, and there was a poster saying, "Believe in yourself." And Chica was not holding a cupcake anymore. She was holding maracas. People thought she was an instant Mexican singer. Freddy just looked the same. He looked like a toy version of Freddy. Bonnie, I can't describe what he looked like because it didn't look like anything. Foxy looked way better than our model. He had a peg leg and a parrot. They went into a system where they met one more friend, Lefty. He said his name was Lefty. Lefty the bear. Afton family burns. Lefty said, "Oh, you guys have finally come." Elizabeth and Michael said, "Oh, Lefty, what up?" Or, "Hey, Lefty." And then William said, "Kids, who is this?" "Oh, he's our friend where we met. He said to meet us here." And then Lefty said, "Oh, who are you?" Their dads. Surprisingly, Lefty had a very sad expression on his face because he thought he came up with an awesome burn. He's like, "Yes, I am." Nights later, they got salvaged, and then a fire happened. When the temperature went up, some voice said, "This ends for all of us in communication." A giant fire broke out. William screamed, "Why again?" The only words that William could remember is, "As for one of you, I think the darkest pit of hell is opening." And guys, don't blame this on me. Blame this on Scott. No offense, Scott. He was the one that created the game, and I'm just following what my script has to say. And yes, this is done by a script. But the darkest pit of hell is opening for you. So don't keep the devil waiting. William woke up in hell. Okay, guys, so this is where the story ends. Hope you guys enjoyed this video about the Aftons, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.